Hi, Gary here. Please give me a thumbs up if you like this topic, and hit the subscribe button and bell to be alerted when I post a new video. Now back to the video. Cycling in the United States, a comprehensive guide introduction. Cycling is an activity enjoyed by millions of Americans with roots dating back to the late 19th century when the safety bicycle was first introduced. Over the years, the United States has seen a significant increase in cycling infrastructure, events, and culture. From recreational riders to professional cyclists, the sport continues to grow and evolve. This comprehensive guide will delve into the various aspects of cycling in the U.S., including its history, infrastructure, cycling communities, popular routes, events, and the future of cycling in America. A brief history of cycling in the U.S. early beginnings. Cycling in the United States began with the arrival of the safety bicycle in the late 19th century. This new invention, with its two equal-sized wheels and chain-driven design, allowed riders a safer and more efficient way to travel, igniting a cycling craze in the country. The golden age of bicycles. Between 1890 and 1910, bicycles became increasingly popular in the U.S., with over 200 American manufacturers producing a wide range of models. This period, known as the Golden Age of Bicycles, saw the introduction of the diamond frame, the freewheel, and the coaster brake, which further increased the safety and usability of bicycles. The decline and revival of cycling. During the early 20th century, the popularity of cycling waned as automobiles became more affordable and accessible. However, the 1960s and 1970s saw a resurgence in interest in cycling, spurred by environmental concerns and a desire for alternative means of transportation. This led to the development of new bicycle designs, such as the mountain bike, and renewed interest in cycling infrastructure. Cycling infrastructure in the U.S. bike lanes. Bike lanes are dedicated spaces for cyclists on the road, typically marked by painted lines, symbols, or physical barriers. They can be found in many cities across the U.S., with a growing number of municipalities investing in protected bike lanes to improve cyclist safety. Multi-use paths and trails. Multi-use paths are shared spaces for cyclists, pedestrians, and other non-motorized users. These paths can be found in urban and rural settings, often running along rivers, through parks, or in other scenic areas. Bicycle parking and storage. Cyclists require secure places to park and store their bikes, whether at home, work, or in public spaces. Many cities in the U.S. have implemented bike racks, bike lockers, and bicycle parking stations to accommodate cyclists' needs. Cycling communities and advocacy in the U.S. Local bike clubs provide a sense of community and camaraderie for cyclists, often organizing group rides, events, and educational opportunities. Many clubs also advocate for improved cycling infrastructure and safety measures in their communities. Bicycle advocacy organizations, national and regional organizations such as the League of American Bicyclists, Rails to Trails Conservancy, and People for Bikes, promote the interests of cyclists by working with local and federal governments to develop bike-friendly policies, infrastructure, and education programs. 3.3 Online communities. Cycling enthusiasts can connect with fellow riders through online forums, social media groups, and blogs, exchanging advice, stories, and information about local cycling events and routes. Popular cycling routes in the U.S. road cycling routes. The U.S. boasts a diverse range of scenic and challenging road cycling routes, from coastal rides like the Pacific Coast Highway in California to the Blue Ridge Parkway in Virginia and North Carolina. Mountain biking trails. Mountain bikers can find a variety of trails throughout the U.S., catering to all skill levels. Notable trails include Moab's Slick Rock Trail in Utah, the Kingdom Trails in Vermont, and the Mackenzie River Trail in Oregon. Rail trails and greenways repurpose abandoned railroad corridors and other linear spaces into multi-use paths. Examples of popular rail trails include the Great Allegheny Passage in Pennsylvania and Maryland, the Katy Trail in Missouri, and the Hudson Valley Rail Trail in New York. Bikepacking and adventure cycling. For those seeking a longer, more immersive cycling experience, bikepacking and adventure cycling routes are available across the U.S. The Adventure Cycling Association maintains an extensive network of mapped routes, such as the Transamerica Trail, the Great Divide Mountain Bike Route, and the Pacific Coast Route, major cycling events in the U.S. professional races. The United States is home to several professional cycling races, such as the Tour of California, the Colorado Classic, and the Tour of Utah. These events draw elite cyclists from around the world and provide an opportunity for spectators to witness world-class competition, charity rides, and grand fondos. Many cyclists participate in charity rides and grand fondos, non-competitive events designed for riders of all abilities. These events often raise funds for various causes and provide a supportive, enjoyable environment for cyclists. Examples include the Pan Mass Challenge, the Seattle to Portland Bicycle Classic, and Levi's Grand Fondo. Cyclocross and gravel races. Cyclocross and gravel races offer a unique challenge, with courses often featuring a mix of pavement, dirt roads, and off-road terrain. Popular events in this category include the Dirty Kanza, the Belgian Waffle Ride, and the USA Cycling Cyclocross National Championships. The future of cycling in the U.S. infrastructure development. The future of cycling in the U.S. will likely see continued investment in cycling infrastructure, including protected bike lanes, bicycle boulevards, and improved bike parking facilities. As more people turn to cycling for transportation and recreation, the demand for safe and convenient cycling infrastructure will only increase. E-bikes and emerging technologies. The rise of electric bicycles, e-bikes, and other emerging technologies will likely shape the future of cycling in the U.S. E-bikes can help make cycling more accessible to a wider range of people, potentially leading to greater adoption of bicycles for transportation and recreation. Bike sharing programs. Bike sharing programs have become increasingly popular in cities across the U.S., providing a convenient and affordable way for residents and visitors to access bicycles for short-term use. The expansion of bike-sharing systems will likely continue, further integrating cycling into the urban transportation landscape. Conclusion: cycling in the United States has come a long way since the introduction of the safety bicycle in the late 19th century. With continued investment in infrastructure, the growth of cycling communities and events, and the development of new technologies, the future of cycling in the U.S. looks bright. As more Americans embrace cycling for transportation, recreation, and sport, the nation will continue to reap the many benefits that this activity has to offer, including improved health, reduced congestion, and a more sustainable future. Thanks for watching my video. I truly would appreciate seeing your comments or questions to better determine what types of information you would like from these types of videos. I'm simply a 79-year-old cyclist researching cycling and the effect it has on my health and the life I have ahead of me. Once again, thanks. This has been Gary's Resolve.